morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
And welcome to the Morning Crew Brew. Welcome. Had a day off, had to take care of some stuff. And he's back. Well, I can't see the TV when it's turned sideways. So I had to get out there. Humph. Huh? Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you, Miss Grumpy?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am the Grumpy Killer.
How are you?
Yes. I will take care of all the grumpiness.
Oh, well, welcome back. We missed you. The crew worked.
I don't want to hear
really
this. I don't want to hear about missing. I didn't go to war. I was back like in less than 24 hours.
No, I'm glad you're back. It's good
You guys
to have
did a
you
lot
back.
of work yesterday. And I want to thank everybody who did not listen to one comment I made. Not one. Game's too hot. Too much this, too much that. Nothing. You had to talk into. Was it peaceful?
It was peaceful for you.
I hope you enjoyed it. Because today the
It was very
storm
peaceful
is
with Don.
coming.
You know, it was like a ray of sunshine. It was cup half full. It was a nice
My biggest
day.
advocate over here is Slick. It was like
was
a
a
ray
nice
of
day.
sunshine.
It was like a ray of sunshine.
Did you
yesterday.
enjoy it? Did
Yeah.
you enjoy it? Oh, the storm is back.
Now it's like, cup is half empty today. Very, very overcast today.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you, you know what they say, when it gets overcast, it rains very hard. But you guys put up a lot of material yesterday. What'd you do, 7 shows?
7 shows between 9 and 3. I was here until 7 o'clock last night. 7:15 last night.
Well, you'll be very impressed to hear that, you can take and watch the show on your phone, on Facebook. And then it has a casting on your phone now that you could watch this on television.
Yeah, I saw that. You can just hit share to your TV or something, or your smart TV.
Correct. So the place that I was at yesterday, I was fortunate enough to be able to cast it on the TV.
How'd that go?
People loved it.
They liked watching us where you were?
They were. They were saying, they were asking,
huh?
they were asking if you were my daughter. How you like that?
Sure, that went over like what you always
And
said.
then they asked why there were only women on the cafe set. You didn't put Slick up there. You didn't put Vinny up there.
Let's explain why Slick and Vinny were not up there. Would you like to explain what you guys were doing yesterday?
We were putting up paintings and drawings in Studio B.
They worked so hard. We're going to put a camera in there so everyone can get a behind-the-scenes look at what you guys did all day in Studio B. They closed the doors. They were really quiet. We didn't know what they were doing until they finished. They were hours and hours of hanging new artwork from Jay Harmon, the pencil artist, and his show is tomorrow at 2:30. And Jay came and brought, I don't know, about another dozen paintings yesterday in the middle of 7 other productions we were doing. And we didn't even have a chance to talk to him, but they are spectacular. And that lady, I love the frame, the glass of wine. We should put that on our set today so we can may as well act on what we get to see. And we just got to open another bottle of wine for the 12 o'clock hour today is all I can tell you.
So let me get this right. You had all the guys doing all the labor-intensive stuff, so they couldn't be on the set.
Well, no, Slick and Vinny have sort of taken over Studio B as their studio. It's kind of like their studio. And they hang out and they get everything done and they do their shows and they hang the pictures. And they're awesome. They hung a lot of pictures here. They moved our backdrops around. These two, they work really hard. And Slick,
Thank
I
you.
got to thank you. Always got Vinny's back.
Thank you. No problem. This is like, we were interior decorating. If you didn't look at Studio B.
101.
Is that what you were doing?
Don't you see how nice it looks in Studio B? It's very...
It's very nice.
It's captivating.
It is captivating.
It's captivating.
Ladies, have you seen Studio B? Is it captivating to you? Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Studio A is where we are operating out of today. And I got the opportunity to talk to so many amazing people, and they look around this theater and this studio, and they're like, wow, how did you end up where you are? And the story is, it's a long story, but it's a really nice story how we ended up here. Is all I can tell you.
It wasn't a nice story at all.
It absolutely, it's not,
It was
but
not.
it is.
It is because of now.
Because God is good.
But
is
in
why.
that day, it was really nerve-wracking. What did we do? Go on the road for 2 weeks?
We went on the road for 2 weeks until my
We were
body
gonna do
literally
a,
broke down.
we were gonna do a show from a
storage container.
storage
I
container
know.
because we couldn't find a home.
We
We went
did
to
it for
sign a
2
lease.
weeks.
That didn't work out either. The guy turned into a madman.
But you know what? It all worked out for the best because look where we are. If we had been at that other place, wouldn't have worked out. Even the lease we were going to sign would not have worked out.
Maybe.
It was a third of the size of this place.
Yes, I remember saying this is too big. That was my biggest argument.
And
Now
now
we
look.
need more room.
Now we have filled this place up. I know, right? We don't even have room for all the pictures here. We have absolutely filled it up because God is good. Because you know what? God knew what was coming down the pike and said, we're going to set you up so you can continue to amplify the impact of others and give them a place.
Well, we didn't know the boys in that day, did
I
we?
know.
Or Valerie.
Exactly.
We need Teddy
Teddy was with us
Oh,
on the
that was-
road
Teddy and
every
Hector.
day. Yep.
and Dylan
And Dylan.
and DJ a little bit. No, DJ
No.
was after. You know, that God is good because they send you people to do this stuff.
God is good.
So it was a very interesting.
Whatever you believe in, you just got to have faith and take that leap of faith. I had a great conversation yesterday with Faith James, and she's going to be on BYOB on Friday, hosted by Natalia Levy. And Natalia, I don't know if you even saw, Pamela Chanel is interviewing her tomorrow night live on WWNN Radio on Coast to Coast, Connections at 7 o'clock.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
We have to talk about that.
I sent you all the promo pieces.
Okay. Okay.
You asked on Monday, and I sent you all the
I
pieces.
know, but I think somebody bought it. All right, we'll see. We'll talk about it after
Well,
the show.
if somebody bought it, then there's
We'll go
nothing
from
I
there.
can do. But
We'll go from there.
that is what you asked me to put
I
in alignment
know I have a
on
little
Thursday.
amnesia. Now I wanted to, before we get into what I wanted to talk to you about this morning, which I have here in front of me, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the cookies yesterday.
More cookies.
You guys are talking about cookies. Me and April are having a whole conversation about cookies.
Who's April?
I mean, Faith.
Oh, okay.
And she came up with delicious cookies. No ever do healthy cookies. It don't work that way.
Yeah,
A
but
cookie
sometimes-
should not be
I
healthy.
was talking about healthy ice cream, actually, is what I was talking
Ice cream
about.
and cookies. Now you guys are talking about kale? Really?
Kale chips, absolutely.
Okay. A kale chip is like a cow bang. What is a cow patch?
Dung?
Yeah. Cow dung.
No.
Yes.
It all depends.
Oh, yes.
It all depends on like the brand of kale chip that you, because I was back offish on the kale chip because I
Really?
was like seaweed chips as well.
Really?
Yeah.
We were talking
If
seaweed
hold
chips,
on,
kelp
if
chips.
you were to take a finger and take the wax out of your ear and Vinny does the same thing, would it be the same thing? It'd be disgusting no matter what, right?
I feel like
That's
it all depends
kale
on the brand.
chipping.
It all depends.
There
on
ain't
the
no
brand.
such thing as a good
It all
kale
depends
chip.
on the brand because I seen it and I'm like, I was back off it, and then somebody recommended a brand for me. I forgot the brand, but it was a good chip.
You destroy everything in cookies and ice cream when you introduce health. Kale this and kale what are you, nuts?
Cookies too, depending on like what type of healthy cookie. Like
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Don't mess with the cookie. Don't mess with the ice cream. Faith says the same thing. She says you gotta leave that calorie counting at the door.
We're making healthy ice cream tomorrow, and if you can follow Hector's bouncing ball,
Not in.
he says I only
Hard
need
pass.
3 ingredients.
Hard
2 hours,
pass.
So we're gonna make it in the morning. Maybe you'll like sorbet with coconut milk and.
I will not
And
like
fruit.
it. I like all the junk in it.
Do you eat bananas?
I can't. Diabetics can only eat 1/4 of a banana a day.
Then you can't even have the healthy ice cream. So that's good. For
That's
you.
right. That's why I'm going to Baskin and Robbins having me 32 bad
So
flavors,
I'll buy
baby.
you a container. You know, tomorrow's National Radio Day, by the way. Did you know that?
Yes. You know what was? Did you guys do history yesterday on?
We did not do a day in history. You guys are
I
working
cannot
hard.
believe it. I'm sorry. Hold on. And I can't believe that Teddy hasn't. You know what yesterday was? I can't believe Teddy and you did not bring it up.
What?
Of all this stuff, man. Hold on a second. I gotta take my.
We did.
I gotta
We
take
brought
my
it up in
bot.
the morning, actually.
What'd you bring up?
The 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote.
Yes.
We brought it up yesterday morning on the 9 o'clock
But
hour.
you didn't bring it up as part of the history.
Well, I talked to the girls about doing it yesterday. That I thought it should come from them, and you should have been here yesterday. You should have been a little
I was
fly
a li-
on the
I was-
wall
I
here.
was a little
It
busy.
would have been interesting for you to understand why they didn't quite get a chance to do that. But we can do ode to the 100th day of the women's right to vote today. We can have them write that up.
I mean, If you ever had a day to burn a bra, it was yesterday.
I don't really like that term, by the way.
But that's what it is. Now, do you know what today is?
Wednesday.
No, it's the 100-year plus 1 day of men suffering with women getting the right to everything.
You know what's funny? If there was a today in history, I would talk about that yesterday.
You can do it today. You can do a throwback to yesterday.
Well, like, yeah, it's just like a day later. It kind of feels odd. It's like having an odd number in.
So we gotta look. You know, Monday was like I love my feet day. We should have done that for you.
I love
It was
my feet.
National I love my feet day.
Hold on a second. Was I here Monday?
Yes.
Was I on the show Monday?
Yes.
And nobody talked about feet on Monday?
We talked about doing
Valerie?
it.
Didn't talk about feet?
I talked to the kids about doing it. We didn't do it though.
Why didn't you do it? You know what they say about feet? Feet is the calling card of
They
personality.
take you everywhere you
If you have good feet, that means you have great personality.
They take you everywhere. Really?
Yes, if you have cruddy feet, get them done.
Ever had a pedicure?
Yes, I used to get them in New York all the time.
Need a nice kind of pedicure. Slick, you like those?
Slick, I had a friend of mine. I can't tell you her name because she watches, but she used to treat me once a month to a pedicure. That's the feet, right? So she used to take me to this particular lady, which was, oh, to the woman.
Didn't smell so good.
No, she was deliciousness
Ah.
in motion.
Okay.
And she was beautiful. She was the owner of the store. She only did my feet. Now, you know, I feel kind of bad when somebody does my feet. Because you should do your own feet, right? You feel bad, right? Slick feels bad. But if you're paying them, they should do it
How
the
you
way
guys
you
do
like
your
it.
own feet? Can you can you do your own feet? Do you put your toes on top of the bathroom counter to clip your toenails? Or do you
No.
just bend over?
No, like I
What do
am
you
right
do?
now. I put a towel out, and I go on the bed, and I do what I
You
got to
on the
do.
bed?
Yeah, I want the comforts of home when you put your foot up
Clip
on the
your toes
counter.
on the bed?
Yeah,
Really?
and then I pick them up and I throw them away.
Oh, okay.
Why, you want me to bring them to you in an envelope?
No, it's like saving your teeth. Like, no.
So what? You got to do it somewhere. And now that you got the coronavirus, you got to be very particular when you cut your toenails because they may have the virus.
I gotta tell you, this whole virus thing is on a whole nother level of wonkiness. I can't even begin.
They're finding virus now in popcorn. They said
I
this
saw it in
virus.
chicken wings the other
Chicken
day.
wings. This has just gotten so stupidly insane. But I'm glad you brought that up because you know what I got?
Oh, you got your mask. Nice. I did not get one yet. Your Palm Beach County mask?
I got my, and it says a medium. I got the mask. Oh, sugarness. Okay, so they give you this, and then they send you 2 of these bad boys.
Really?
Yes, it all comes together. And then it says in the box, stronger together.
100%.
And it explains everything about the mask.
Does it explain how to use it?
Yeah, I didn't read it. But yes,
Very nice.
it has all sorts of information here on there. So I wanted to give a shout out to Palm Beach County for sending it. You know what I like about this mask? Slick, did you get yours?
Oh, no.
It's red.
They don't live in Palm Beach County, though.
Where do you live? Oklahoma?
Broward County.
They all live in Broward County,
Where's Broward County?
the next county south of us.
15 minutes
Oh, you live south of us? I thought you lived north of us. Oh, you guys live south of us?
Except Teddy.
No, I live north.
Did you get yours?
He lives north. He lives Delray.
Oh, he lives in Delray.
You do? Did you get your mask?
No.
I did not either get my mask. I have a question for you guys. I have a
What happened?
hairdresser.
Hold on. Well, you're not going to get one if you don't live in Palm Beach.
Well, that's just wrong.
Did you see the email we got from that hairdresser I met a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, what happened to her?
Nothing. I haven't answered her. I was going to talk to her crew. Well, I've got someone who would like to come in and do hair, men's haircuts, ladies' hairdos.
You got her on the phone?
No.
You have a phone number?
Yes.
We should call her on the air.
And come in and do makeup and hair. And she said she would be here all day and she would change everyone's looks throughout the day.
Can't
if
you do?
anyone's interested.
Can't you do curly haircuts then?
Well, so I'm going to ask you. Are you interested?
I am. I'm in.
Can she fix me up?
Yeah, she can give you a
I mean-
nice haircut.
First of all, I'm going to tell you, you got to
I mean-
I'm
Right
going to tell you, when you got no hair, it's more work than when you have hair. You got to keep it tight.
SpongeBob movie
You got to
slick.
cut it. There's all sorts
Yeah,
of grays
yeah.
that come out.
My
better
brother,
put the hat
on.
my
Nice
brother
and
deals
shiny.
with that every morning.
Wait, it's like
I
remember the
haven't even
SpongeBob
done that
movie?
yet. They want me to shave my hair this summer.
Who's they?
Everybody
I
that
wanna
I know,
say
so.
the kids, everybody.
We
Yeah.
talked about that for years.
I know. I don't dare do it though,
And you didn't, that's what you said. I don't understand why, though.
because it'd be a testament that I'm getting older.
Why?
I don't know.
There's a lot of young guys. I think this is more of a testament to you getting older than shaving it all off.
You think getting everything off?
I think getting it off's a little bit younger.
I don't know. I don't know. I
You
don't
a
know.
lollipop, you can be like Telly Savalas. From
This
Kojak.
coming from a woman who has a lot of hair. Teddy has enough hair for 4 people.
Teddy and Val have a lot.
Val and Teddy, you put them together, and they could probably give hair to 12 people.
Val, do you ever get your hair cut? She gets it trimmed. How often? Every few months.
Val, why don't you let it hit the floor, and then we go for the world record?
She goes, okay, she's all in
Come
for
on,
that
man.
as well.
But look at Slick. Slick doesn't have a lot of hair, but he
Slick
does
gets
it
a
on
nice-
purpose.
Yeah, what is it? It's my barber. I forgot his name. Edison. He does an amazing job.
I
You
notice
know,
barbers always have the coolest names.
he does. I mean,
Does he have like a barber shop with the pole and all
barber
that?
shop? Yes. Basically, it's a Spanish. I think it's a South American barber shop. Can't understand anything that goes on in there because
He
everybody
doesn't
speaks
speak English?
English?
Seriously?
He only speak English when when he's talking to me, like to get in his chair next, you know. And they're very social distance about it, but throughout the whole time getting my hair cut, it's all Spanish.
You know, the coolest thing about a men's barbershop is we talk about world politics, everything. We talk about women. We talk about everything.
I got one of those too, by the way.
We're gonna go into this. This is the other piece of
Did
info.
you see our morning show yesterday? I don't know if you saw it, but every single crew member that we have, they are registered independents.
Yes, and did you see that the elections? A lot of independents won the primaries
How can they win primaries if there was no primary?
because it says on the bottom when you're not Republican or Democrat, they call you non-something or
Partisan
another.
or
So
something?
that's got to be an independent. It ain't a Republican.
But
It's
they
not a
couldn't be in
Democrat.
the primaries. They said
They
polls
were in
closed
there.
early yesterday.
They were in the
Palm Beach County
primaries.
people did not even go out physically to vote. They had many, many more mail-in ballots and dropped-off ballots.
4 times the amount of mail-ins.
And they said if you get your mail-in ballot for November, even if you don't use it, you can still go vote in person, but you can kind of have it as a backup if you want to do that. So I thought that was cool.
So I didn't get this. This was addressed to somebody else.
Oh, I got one.
But I got this. This is a very interesting. I have never seen this. Taking a survey on your president, what kind of job I'm doing, blah blah, blah. And then he ends it with, "Do you want to make a $35 donation or above?" It used to be $5. Then it went to 15, then
Inflation, what can you
25.
say?
Now it's $35. But I have never seen this before. So I was going to read some of the questions on the midday show, some of the interesting facts on this. We don't have to. But I just found it interesting the way this political thing is shaping up.
I kind of wanted the kids to do a political piece because they are the future and they are who is going out to vote and they are all independents. They can go, not that you can't vote any which way you want during an election, but they have chosen to register as an independent, which says, so, in my mind, says so much that they are not in allegiance, in alliance with any one party. They can pick and choose what they want. I think that says so much for our country.
But it's always been like that.
Yes, but have you ever known anyone that's a registered independent when you were growing up?
I just know
Or they
people
were
that
party affiliates?
party affiliates.
These kids are all registered independent. They have made that
Or somebody got
conscious decision.
smart and made an independent party.
But that's what I'm saying. They have made that conscious decision, all of them, to be an independent, which
But-
I think says a tremendous amount about that generation.
I think it says a tremendous amount that they don't like this the way things are being run.
One way or the other.
Well, you know, when you have a two-party system, you should have more than a two-party system. Why isn't that we never had an independent president? How many independents are in Congress?
Can you be an independent and run for president?
Sure.
Or do you have to be party affiliate?
No, you can run.
I think you can be an independent and then take and have roundtable discussions with both parties.
You can run as independent. You need 500 signatures to get you started. There's a whole list of things. I looked it up when I was running for president. And you got to have all sorts of monies and donations because you're going to go up against the big boys and everything else. You know, I always thought that if Jesus Christ came back today, and ran for as an independent, would anybody vote for him?
Knowing what he represents now or back then?
I'm leaving it at the door. I'm not telling you
If I
nothing.
knew then what I know now, type of thing.
If Jesus Christ came down and said, I ain't running for president, would people vote for him?
I think so.
I
It's
think so,
interesting.
but they.
That's one interesting question. I was also given a very moral question. I guess you guys had that moral show on yesterday, and you impacted Dylan, who asked a very interesting question.
Kelsey had a really good show yesterday, and they started out doing it in our studio, but it got a little crowded in there, and that's when I started seeing chairs being moved around and people sitting around the table. And I went, no, we're guys are coming out here, and they came out here, and there was a lot of participation coming from every which way out here.
Well, I don't know if this question was covered, but I'm going to ask it. If you know on the back of your driver's license there is an organ donor that you check off, if you don't check it off, and God forbid something happens to you, you die in a car accident, can your parents still donate your organs?
I think it only depends on how old. Your driver's license means you're 16 or above. I think between 16 and 18, yes. I think after the age of 18, no.
Okay. It's an interesting question because I looked it up, and parents can still sign a waiver for your kids. Like if your heart would save another life, I think that they have to write a court order to get it and donate it. But it's an interesting moral question because sometimes you don't even know that the back of your card allows you to be a donor.
When you get your driver's license, you have a choice.
But how many people check it off?
Those who want to be organ donors.
Or those that didn't read it. Are you an organ donor?
No.
You did that on purpose?
Yes.
You did it on purpose?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay. All right. So if something happened to me, I think I am an organ donor. I gotta look. But if something happened to me and I am able to donate an organ to save somebody, I think I would do it.
So you can check that off next time you renew your driver's license.
They don't bury you your organs, do they?
Yes.
They do?
What are you, a mummy?
I thought they took them out.
What are you, a mummy?
Yeah. What are you, a mommy?
Teddy,
They,
do they bury you with your organs? Do they bury you with your organs?
but they don't take your organs out. They do not.
That's what I was told. That's what I was told.
That's because if you become an organ donor, it's better if they can take them out because they're going to take them out anyway. You can request to not be embalmed, though.
Yeah, Jewish people are not embalmed.
No, you guys got to go in the day before, the next day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jewish people get buried with their organs.
Yes,
You're not
because you
embalmed.
guys are not fumigated. Fumigated. Whatever that is.
Formaldehyde?
Yeah,
no.
that's-
No, we're not soaked in
You're
formaldehyde.
not soaked in formaldehyde.
Oh, it's because we don't have viewings and wakes. You.
Well, I
pass
don't
and then
understand that either.
Within 2 days.
Why don't you have that?
Because within 2 days they believe you should go back from where you originated from.
So give me 2 days to view you.
And we don't do viewings.
Why not?
Just
You have no
don't.
friends?
We just don't do them.
I see.
But
It's
that's
very
why
lonely.
we have Shiva. We do it after the fact. So after your
Yeah,
body is
but-
laid to rest.
Yeah, I don't get this Shiva thing either. You sit in the chair. First of all, is the chair like real short to the ground or something?
No.
Or is it a regular chair?
You go to people's houses and you pay your respect.
No, you sit in the chair and you pray. No?
I think the Orthodox do, but you go to people's homes and you pay their respect and the family prays, yes.
The Catholics do the same thing. We do the rosemary. Rosemary. Rosary. Rosemary.
He's equally
The rosary.
offensive to everyone
We
today,
do it-
so he's
we do it for-
Because right now he has pretty much cut everyone down in a matter of, whoop, 10 seconds.
Correct.
Rosary.
Have you ever been to a rosary? Have you ever done the
No.
the 7 days? How many days is it? Anybody know? I think it's 3 days. When I was yeah, I think it's 7 days. When I was an altar boy, I had to do all these
Well,
things.
Shiva can be anywhere from a day to 3 days to a week. The very religious sit for a week, and then the very ultra religious don't even listen to music or go to parties or go out for between like 6 months and a year. But you did that also with your parents. You call
But,
it luto.
but why do you call
Right?
Luto?
Luto?
Yes, luto, not luto.
you
Luto is
spell
when you
it?
rob a bank. Luto,
How spell it?
ele tuto. I don't know how to
What's
spell
a
it.
tuto? What language is a tuto?
No, stop saying that.
What letter is that? A
Stop saying
T-O? A T-O?
Stop saying that on the air.
Why?
Lord have mercy.
Why is that bad?
Yes, it is.
What language is that bad?
That's Spanish.
You teach me all the bad words. Why can't you teach
I
me
don't tell
something
you to say it
productive?
on the air. You know, with Dawn, you can't even rob a bank. Because you want to rob a bank, you say, Dawn, I robbed the bank. Oh, do you know Freddie robbed the bank, by the way?
Spell Luto. Luto. Luto? Spell it. L-U-D, L-U-T.
Moving on.
No, seriously.
Luto.
Educate us.
Lu and To.
What's a tough?
Stop saying that.
I wish I knew what you were saying. I have no idea.
Stop saying it.
Okay.
You're ridiculous.
Just saying is all I can tell you. But yes, that's a whole nother thing. A whole nother
And why do they call it Shiva?
Shiva.
Shiva.
It's a Hebrew word, and I don't know the exact definition, but that is when you pay.
But that
respect
sounds
to
like
families.
like a frosty.
It's a Hebrew word.
It sounds like something
Well,
cold.
that's why I asked you when you know, that would be a Slurpee. Shiva is when you pay.
Not
your
a
respects.
Slurpee. I mean, like you get a cold, like a
Like
thing
a
up your
shiver?
spine, like a shiver.
That's oh, jeez, Slick. Help me out with his English, please.
I'm telling you, I mean, I'm trying to keep up, but
Let me tell you guys
yes.
something. Okay?
Yeah.
When I was growing up and I didn't know a lot of English,
Me too.
these are the words I hear. Now, when you say shiver, I hear shiver,
Shiva with an A.
whatever. But I'm
Whatever
telling you
with
what
an
I
A.
hear.
Shiva.
But I'm telling you what I hear. People always say I always leave out my vowels,
Your R's.
my R's. That's because I don't hear them. Right? They tell me PHs and F. I said this the other day. What the hell? What kind of language is this? PHs and F.
So Phil should be spelled with F-I-L.
Elephant. Why doesn't elephant have an F?
It just sounds like with the F, like Fouquet.
No, Fouquet-you.
You know, there's a restaurant called Fouquet. There used to be one in Boca. It was, I think it was Japanese.
Valerie, does elephant have the letter F in it?
It's a PH. It's a F sound. Like an F, but not quite an F.
And why is it that pH then is used to make things, whether or not they're acidic or basic, pH balance?
pH balance.
Yeah. So we call it the F balance?
No, because it's a lowercase p and a capital H.
That's a thing? Yes. If it's a lowercase, it's not an F? pH? Really? Valerie, do you know that if you spell elephant, you got to have a large letter P?
You got more.
Because the pH balance is an acronym.
pH balance is an acronym.
Is it what?
It's an acronym.
And how you doing?
Longer word.
An acro who?
It's a longer word, just short down.
Like LOL. How LOL means laugh out loud.
That's an acronym?
Yeah.
Oh, I do that all the time. Perfect.
LOL.
So you lower the P on the H, you get PH, and if you
Because
up it,
it's
it
an
becomes an
acronym.
F. And you're going to tell me this language ain't confusing.
This language is after school starts today. As a matter of
Did
fact,
they
in Broward
teach?
County.
Did they teach you guys this in school? Because I slept through English class, by the way.
That was
No, they
science
didn't
and
teach us in
English all
school,
rolled into
but
one.
you know, from the school
What?
grounds, you learned about
Yeah,
acronyms.
explains a lot. I didn't go to school and I had straight A's, but I skipped the boring
You
subject
skipped
matter.
a few grades too.
I didn't. I thought that English was the most confusing language I've ever seen.
How'd you skip grades, by the way?
I was intelligent, with a double T.
I'm glad Vinny finds you amusing. They all missed you yesterday. I think I shrunk since yesterday. I don't know. I look a little small today.
Shrunk. Does it have a U in it, or does it have an I and K? Is it shrink or shrunk?
Shrunk.
So when you come out of the pool, is it shrinkage or shrunkage?
For
It
you,
depends on your
shrinkage.
trunkage. It depends on your trunkage.
You got shrinkage, and I just shrunk.
First of all, that's not even a scientific thing.
What, shrinkage?
Shrinkage.
You watch Seinfeld, it is.
I did. I found on TBT they still play Seinfeld
Ever notice
reruns.
there are classic Seinfeld verbiage that are just Seinfeld verbiage things? Right? 100%.
They came up with the P and the H. I can't believe that a small P keeps it a P and a large P keeps it an F. I never knew that.
We'll look it up for you when we go to commercial break.
My head hurts.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. And coming up at 10 o'clock, we've got no pun intended or no pun included. All right, we're going to come back and talk about that. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Cafe TV channel on Apple TV. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we inspire creativity.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Did you open up your mask and see what size it is?
It's a medium.
They come in different sizes?
Yes, the letter M. Is this an M? Big M, little M? Is this change in English
How
too?
they know who to send what size to?
They even address your name on it. It says, Mrs. Santori, here's your mask. And we hope the
Interesting.
medium fits
Did
you.
you try it on?
No. I just brought it here. I just got it.
They're nice. May I see?
Yeah, you can see.
Double layered and everything? Oh, that's nice.
And they teach you how to wash it and everything else.
I was going to say, very nice. Combat COVID strong. You know, if you actually think back to what we've been through in the past 6 months in this world, I can't even say in the country, it is just, if someone had made a movie about it or written about it, you'd be like, nah, that's never going to happen. And here we sit.
I know. I was watching Planet of the Apes over the weekend.
The original or the remake?
They gave all of them.
All of them?
Yes, from the original with the guy that says, "Get your hands off me, you dirty ape." And they went, this guy talks. To the new remake one, which is the guy from Boston. I never even knew he did that movie. I never saw the remake.
Really? Yeah.
I watched them all. And I'm sitting here, I'm saying, you know something? The apes are going to take over the country one day.
How long it took you to complete?
We're going
How
to
long
nuke
did it take you to watch them all? He wants to know.
a day and a half.
Wow.
I watched The Walking Dead. I watched all 12 years of The Walking Dead in 3 days. I binged till 3 in the morning.
Planet of the Apes and go to the beach and go out to eat and go to the beach and go out to eat. How'd you do all that this weekend?
Well, first of all, Mrs. Agent, the clock doesn't stop at 9 o'clock at night. The clock starts and goes 24 hours. I stay up all night watching TV.
Wow.
I even got to
Really?
watch the Mets and the Marlins yesterday. First time I watched the baseball game.
And isn't there basketball playoffs now too? Yes. Sports is like full steam ahead, right?
Your Miami Heat pulled out a victory against the Indiana Pacers.
Did they?
They say Miami has it in 6, so I'm not worried about the Pacers. I'm looking at the LA series though with
LA against
Portland. You know the guy that scored 60 because
Who's leading that? LA?
I
they
think
start
I
tonight?
think Portland won tonight. Oh no, yesterday it was
Portland
game
did
1.
win yesterday. They beat LA?
Yeah.
I'm for it as long as LA don't win. I
How
don't
many
want
teams
LeBron
are
to
in the
win no
playoff?
more. I think it's 12 teams in the playoffs.
It's not like I don't want LeBron to win, but you know,
No, I don't
LeBron should have stayed in Miami.
I
I feel
think that
like.
LeBron wins. I can't stand when a ball player wins a championship and then goes to another team. And wins the championship and goes to another team and wins
Well,
the
aren't they
championship.
doing that in football? Isn't Freddie's?
No,
you know?
he says to me, Freddie, I don't tell you not to do this show, and that show. He's right. But damn, he's good. I can't stand it when you're that good. I couldn't stand Brady either.
But isn't Brady going to Tampa?
Yes, and you heard about Gronkowski. He's also meeting him in Tampa. He's having a little hard time with the
Gronk?
Tampa weather. A
Yeah,
little too hot down
because it's
here.
boiling. Because they're so used to working in the
north.
cold.
It's hot and it's humid and it is 100% summer in South Florida.
And instead of practicing inside a bubble, this particular coach has him outside because he says that's going to be the advantage. And because Brady's 44 years old, they're
Yeah,
trying to get all the advantages they could.
He's probably right.
Yeah, because Brady, like, usually, if everybody like seen Gillette Stadium, there's no dome. These guys practice out in the cold, so they're used to like adapting to the
Are they
weather.
going to be playing outside or are they playing in a confined
No,
place?
outside.
No, they're gonna have playing
in the
outside.
stadiums. NFL has not changed any protocol yet.
They have
except
to.
no fans.
They have to get used to the weather, especially Brady and Gronkowski too.
That's why Brady was so effective because to play in the snow, it ain't no easy feat. And Brady did it for 18 years, and he was good at it. And same thing with Roger, what's his name, from the Green Bay Packers. These guys, Aaron Rodgers, these guys can play in the cold weather, and you have to be able to throw the ball in cold weather. It ain't that easy. That football turns into a rock.
But that's what they're trained to do, right? They're trained in the cold. But here, it's slippery and it's humid, it's totally different.
It's hot.
Feel of the, everything
AC
has to,
systems.
The ball has to feel different, all of it.
Correct. AC
Right?
systems in the I know how Miami does it when it gets like really hot. They have AC like behind the guys, like ventilating them because you don't want to pass out out
Yeah,
there.
they got the AC with the water on it now.
That's what I think.
Now I'm
Miami
gonna tell you, when I
did great.
coached in New York and I came down to Florida, I learned the hard way. You know, the football down here, every team has their own set of balls. So Miami, they play with their footballs,
But I'm bummed.
and the Patriots, when they play them, they bring their own set of footballs.
Footballs, thank you.
I didn't know that down here, balls are slippery when wet. So when you play in humidity and sweat, if you have the wrong football, you fumble the ball all day long. So one team that we played against, they forgot their footballs in high school. So we gave them our practice balls, which were purposely slippery.
And deflated.
But they weren't deflated. They were slippery. They fumbled in that game 18 times. So the coach came on and says, really? You guys did that on purpose. They even asked if they could use the regular balls we were playing with, the leather ones. We said no. Because we knew we were giving them bad balls.
Just shows you. Take your balls wherever you go.
That's
Don't
right.
leave
Don't leave
home
your balls
without 'em.
behind.
Correct. You don't.
leave your balls
You
behind.
don't.
Don't leave home without them.
That's all I got to say, because there ain't nothing worse than a slippery ball.
100%. Have you seen what they set up over there? We've got the whole animal contingency on the table. I kind of feel like they've got a little conversation. I'm not sure whether Walter Dean or the Panther is going to win at this whole thing over there.
Well, I have a mask I'm going to put on that
Walter
dog's
Dean?
butt.
Teddy,
because
can we put a mask on Walter?
No, we're putting it on his butt because Pierre put that dog facing me for 2 hours. I'm going to tell you, not a lovely
But
sight.
he takes his pieces with him.
Talking about footballs. Not a lovely sight. Thank you very much.
But they've got the whole animal thing going on over there. I do have an affinity towards Walter over that Panther, though. I'm just saying.
You do?
do.
You have an affinity?
Yes.
What's an affinity?
I like the dog better than the Panther. I kind of feel like the dog should win.
So let me get this
The
right.
underdog.
You like the dog better than the panther, and that's called an affinity?
If you like something more than another, you have an affinity towards it.
Interesting.
You like that? Oh, I have a new place that we're reaching out to. They are now workspaces and study lounges that are opening up around our community for kids and teens and middle school. Everyone has their different ages that they have their cutoff, so that you can go, you can rent a room, and you can study. You can have like this co-op. You can have oversight. It's an interesting concept that people are now opening up. They forget the word pivot. We've pivoted. We've moved on. Now they are reinventing themselves, is I think what they're doing. And new businesses are actually opening up that are going to be successful in lieu of what is happening, what is closed. It's really an interesting
and then I'm going to
concept.
make an announcement. I have 3 rooms with their own entrance, their own bathrooms, that you can come and you can rent like an
Do you know my
Airbnb,
mother?
and you can rent. And it has cable. It has cable in every room, Ethernet cable hookup, so you can run your computers, and nobody will. You know, so you just gave me a fantastic idea. And let me see, you can come around the back on one room, this on the side, and this one in the front, and everyone has their own bathrooms.
And that's what people are doing now.
I have 3 rooms with bathroom and a communal kitchen.
There are different places that are opening up.
How much I could get?
I've got a call with someone today. Actually, I'm going to find out because I think it's an unbelievable idea, and I love that business is being so creative. And they are opening new locations and some open spaces to actually accommodate these kids in schooling. Because middle school, high schoolers are old enough to stay alone, but are they actually going to do their schoolwork? Don't they need that interaction with others? And all safety precautions are being taken, temperature and masks and sanitizing surfaces and washing your hands and all of those things. And for elementary schools, they're now renting spaces with a coach, like Lisa's doing, with a coach. And you go in as the coach and you oversee a cluster or a group of kids in a pod and work together. It's like homeschooling. I'm telling you, it's like Little House on the Prairie, and that original schoolhouse is going back. Things that are old are new again. It's an amazing concept
You have given me a fantastic idea.
because of technology.
I am able to put 3 television screens in these 3 rooms. I'll even put computers in there. So my room comes all prepped, and there's a bed if you want to sleep over. That's an Airbnb, right?
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
You can call it
A, B, and
Airbnb
C.
too.
I call it an A, B, and C.
A Freddie Airbnb, yes.
Now I got to tell you, you got to be. But think about it. How much can I get per room in a gated community
By hour.
with a pool
And a
for
kitchen.
rest and relaxation,
There you
and
go.
then you study?
That is what people are doing.
Wow. Can I get $1,000 a room?
And actually, I also heard that these kids that were supposed to be going to college, colleges have been shutting down, and they're doing all
Did you
kinds
see
of.
what happened this morning? It just breaks my heart. Notre Dame
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
and another school,
UNC.
UNC, they shut it down. And the kids say, you know something? If you were going to do that, why don't you just let us stay where we were?
You know why?
It took forever to get up here. Now you're shutting us down because you wanted the almighty dollar. But you know how a coin has 2 sides? I'm going to give you this flip side. Did you see the partying going on at the colleges when the kids went back because they hadn't seen each other in
Yeah.
like forever? There was over 250, I think, at the UNC party, and somebody actually took film of it. I mean, come on, really?
But then it's a lot of politics. You say don't do the money grab, don't ask for the money if you know you're going to cancel school 2 hours later. But it's also a business, and there's professors that need to get
Well,
paid.
they're going to
and
have
they're
to
on
give the
books
money
as well.
back. Some of
Or
it
do they?
anyway. Well, you're going to have
And
to.
then what do you do? Who's all this money? You got professors that are going to be teaching online, so the professors still need to get paid to be teaching. But if there's not money
Just
coming
the
in,
housing. If you're not doing housing, you got to give the housing back.
so I think they are doing that. I know University of Florida gave the money back, but you only get what you put in. So here, if you have Florida prepaid, essentially, I remember when my kids went to school, Florida prepaid. I think I paid, I don't know, like $1,000 for back in the day for housing for the year. Which
Well,
is
that was back in some day. Were there
But
dinosaurs in them
when
days?
they were born. You invest in Florida prepaid.
Oh, yeah, yes.
So
yes.
you physically invest, and it was probably only $1,000, but that covered them for the year in the dorm, not food, but the year. Now it's $1,000 a month, or it may have been $4,000, whatever it is. It was not equatable to what it is now when you go to live on your own. So even if you get, I'll be nice, that $4,000 back, it's costing you a minimum of $1,000 a month for an apartment, plus electricity, plus utilities. And that's coming out of pocket. So even if you get that money back, it's not going to cover
Well, yeah,
it.
it's an interesting question. You guys aren't married, right? You guys have no children. After you see what's going on, would you guys want to have children?
When I'm financially stable,
For children, I haven't been thinking them, so no, not right now. So, no.
Ever?
I can't say ever, but at this time, no.
Ladies, are you ever thinking about having children under the conditions you're seeing now?
Who said no, Teddy?
Val.
It's Teddy.
Wait, do you want to have children? Interesting. They
Why
still
would it
want to.
change?
I wouldn't want to have children, though.
Now or 9 months from now?
Not right now, not tomorrow, not nothing. I seen some of the craziest baloney going on right now.
That's because you and I. That's because you and I are getting old.
I tell Gio and Freddie that every day. Oops.
Why?
Because the pressure that I see that these kids are under. You know, the funny thing is, I guess you and I have been around the block a little bit. So we understand what pain and pressure can feel like and what you have to do to make it happen. But some of the kids that are coming through right now, you know, they haven't been exposed to some of the things that we've been through. It's funny, my kids ask me questions
You sound
about
like
things.
such a grandpa.
But they ask me questions about things that I've done, and I take it for granted. Everybody knows that. Freddie did the other day, and so does Gio. He says, "Really? I didn't know that." But it happens. Hector wants to change his sink in his kitchen. You know how to change his sink in the kitchen?
No, I call the plumber.
You don't have to. It's a very simple operation. So now Gio does all the sink changing.
Okay, one day when you find me on the floor on my back changing the elbow to a sink, you're going to go, it's not such an easy operation for me. For you, maybe, not for me.
If you can turn a wrench, you can change a sink.
I can't clean out my disposal if it gets clogged with that Allen wrench. I do know how to do that.
You do that? Mm-hmm. I change it.
You
I
change
get
the
a new
disposal?
one. Yeah, because every time Sarah comes and she puts potatoes
You
down
get a
there
new disposal every time she cooks?
twice.
That's crazy.
You don't put potato
Peels?
peels
You can't
down
put
there.
a lot down there.
You cannot put it at all. It turns into a giant ball.
Because it's that starch we talked about. You weren't there yesterday. We talked about potatoes. It's that starch. It's a carb. It's not a vegetable.
Yeah, but a
really.
potato, when it gets dry, it turns into a giant boulder.
Yeah, so I know how to use that Allen wrench thing underneath and go. My mother taught me that.
That's all you know how to do is go like that?
My mother taught me that, yes.
Slick, you know
Skills taught by my mom.
how to change a sink?
Garbage disposal not change the whole sink, but garbage
You could change a
disposal.
garbage
Yeah.
disposal?
Garbage disposal, yeah.
Wow.
Vinny knows how to
We
change
could
a
hire you
garbage?
guys
Yep.
out as handyman. That's impressive.
You know how to change a garbage disposal?
It took me a long time to learn that. It took
You
me
know
like
how to do
a
it.
few hours to change it.
Correct. A lot of YouTube videos.
Yo, definitely.
Not valid, because I know she does.
You also use a
Teddy,
kitchen
you know
knife
how
to cut
change
some
a garbage
parts.
disposal?
Yes.
Change a garbage disposal?
Yeah.
I know how to change a sink and how to change like the countertop. I don't know
Wow.
garbage disposal specifically.
Wow.
She
Now,
got
let me
me
ask you, you know how to change a top-mounted sink? Do you know how to change an under-mounted sink? It's the
You just
same
gotta
thing.
glue it.
It's a loaded question.
So if they understand how to do that, we should give them the videos from Gio. Hi, Gio here.
Oh, no, they're going to get Gio's video. I don't speak that Martian
But they're
language.
going to. Hi, Gio here. Let's take a look at this diagram.
Yes.
Gio could explain. Remember Khan Academy? Do you know what Khan Academy is?
No, I'm afraid to
You
ask.
guys know what Khan Academy is?
Oh yeah, I know about that.
So this video that Gio did is like Khan Academy. All right.
What is
Gio
that?
here. Let's take a look at how you would equate the Venn diagram to the. And that's how Gio. He's hilarious.
There's something wrong with my son. Why does he speak that way?
Because he's so freaking smart. He's a genius. What's it like to raise a genius, by the way?
He took all my cells. My brain is now empty.
That's what
First
his
of
mother
all,
should
first
say.
of all, he's opinionated doesn't make him a genius.
But he knows a lot.
And he doesn't know a lot. He thinks he knows a lot, and then he doesn't know a lot. He knows a lot. I give you that. But he doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows. I noticed with Gio, he sells you on the fact that because you think he knows a lot, he can say anything.
He's your son.
Pineapple trees. Do you know there's pineapple trees?
Sure.
Really? A pineapple tree.
It's not a tree, but it's a bush.
That's right. It's not a tree. It's a
tree
bush.
and a bush, what's the difference? By definition.
Okay. There's a big difference.
What? What's the difference between
You
a
don't
tree
grow
and a bush?
pineapples on trees. Teddy, do you grow pineapples on trees?
No, pineapples are perfect.
Is there a difference between a tree and a bush?
What's the difference between a tree and a bush? By definition. Other than what we know.
I don't know what definition means. There's a tree and there's a bush.
There's a leafy, stalky thing, and things grow on it.
The burning bush, you say the burning bush,
It's
you
not a
don't say the
burning
burning tree.
Well, right. So there's a Hanukkah bush and a Christmas tree, but really, it's one and the same.
No, it's not. It's different. We don't burn
It's a
Hanukkah.
matter of semantics.
We don't burn
Hello. That's Selena.
Latina Salina.
And then, I'm like, by definition, have you ever grown a pineapple bush? Ever grown a pineapple? I used to grow those in my
There's no
backyard.
such thing as a pineapple bush.
Sure there is.
Okay, yes. It's like a pineapple
Yeah,
plant.
it grows on the top. It's a plant. By
Yes.
definition.
I grew. Would you stop saying definition?
He can't read without his glasses.
What's that say?
Why not?
What's that? What's that
All
say?
right, this says generally trees are over 20 feet tall and have trunks more than 2 inches in diameter and 4.5 feet above the ground. Shrubs or bushes are smaller than trees and often have many small woody bark covered stems rising from the base. There you go.
So
Size matters.
you made her look up the difference between a bush and a tree. Really?
I didn't make her. I just asked what's the difference. She fact checked it.
What the hell are you drinking? What's in that?
Oh, it's Wednesday is all I can tell everyone. All right, stay tuned for no pun intended. What are you talking about today?
The usual gaming news, tech news, random stuff in my head news. All that
Random
stuff.
stuff in
Wait.
Amy's head.
Did you see in the news about the new game that came out today? If you're gonna do the gaming news, I'm gonna bring you up to speed. New game came out for kids. Somebody changed the game,
The hack
and they
game.
got prostitutes in it now. They got people that take you to rooms, start taking off their clothes,
They
and
hacked into the game.
they don't know what it is. They're investigating it.
Wow.
There's
Wow.
what is it? But there's a game. Not saying I played it. I didn't play it. But it's a game like on basically on how to pick up girls or like how to use the right pickup
I heard you
line.
made that game.
I wish. But the guy's a genius. But whoever made it is a genius because they do make that game. So I
How
don't
to
know why.
pick up
I don't know
girls?
why would they make something for kids like that. But those
Didn't
type
tell
of
them
They didn't.
games,
They
hacked
changed
it.
correct.
And they had the family from Tennessee on there. They were saying, I don't think that's a good idea. Meanwhile, I'm just pretty sure you played the whole freaking game. Now, should you ban children from playing video games unless you look at them?
I did. That was a long time ago.
It depends on the kid because I know my 10-year-old niece, she had to tell me about hackers. And I didn't even know she knew about hackers because she plays this game called Roblox. And like
that
she
sounds-
said, she says there was a hacker in her game. So she deleted her whole account and then she started a new account because she's like, I don't want to be a part of that whole
These days are
situation.
really smart.
There are
Yeah.
tons of hackers in gaming community, which are annoying.
All right.
Now, are you guys gamers?
Oh, definitely.
So you play like all the time?
His show was
As
supposed
much
to
as I
start a minute
can.
ago.
It's okay, relax. We're talking about his show.
A little
that's
self promo here, a minute late, but okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. He's going to be talking game and gamers. And you guys, why don't you go in there and set that thing up?
Stay tuned. Give him about 3 minutes. He's going to switch it over to no pun intended, no pun included with Vinny and just random thoughts going through his mind. Definitely want to check it out because Vinny is absolutely hilarious. And if you happen to be a hairdresser or a barber and you cut curly hair, let us know. Apparently he's all in for a haircut.
Yes, bring in your curly scissors.
Eyebrows as well, you know.
Oh, what happened to the eyebrow lady?
I
She's
think
gonna
she
come
went to
back.
New Jersey. We can ask her to come in also.
No, if she's not here.
I have to see where she is. Maybe she's back. I don't
I'm
know.
tired of hedge trimming my eyebrows.
All right.
How do you do it? How do you keep your eyebrows so cool?
You don't really want to know.
Does it hurt?
It's more than even a daily process. It's like 2 times a day,
You have to pluck at them?
all the time.
There's got to be another way of doing it.
There is threading and waxing and all that stuff, but I don't know. Just don't have time to do all that housekeeping. Anyway, have a great morning. Stay tuned. No pun intended. Coming up, then music therapy with Lenny Fuego, and then Brooklyn Cafe Show. We've got Bombshell joining us and Leslie Carmen from Carmen Care. Just have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back. back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can pick in every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors.